Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door. In the last episode, we came here to the Pirate Grotto in search of the legendary treasure of the Pirate King Cortez. This episode, we'll be continuing through the grotto. And first things first, I believe we have a new enemy here. Or not. We have a very nice room with a waterfall though, and a little barrel we can jump over. Be prepared to fall into the water an extraordinarily large amount in here, Unless I'm just shit at it, but I really struggle with the platforming in this game. It feels like it's not very precise. Anyway, there is a new enemy there, but there's also this. There is a winch here that races the sluice gate. Sluice is a wonderful word. You will need a handle to move the winch. So that's basically our kind of goal for the time being. But there's this fucker here. So, there's two of them. These are... wait for it. Bulky Bob-Ombs. I think it's like other Bob-Ombs, but it's huge! Max HP is 6, attack is 2, defense is 1. It's weird. It never attacks, but once its fuse is lit, it'll blow up on its own eventually. I don't mind it taking itself out of the battle, but that explosion hurts us too. Ugh, and when it powers up, its attack power is 8, so watch out. Fire and explosions light its fuse, so I guess setting it off early is one strategy. You can run too, but if you're going to fight, beat it before it goes off. Yes, let's do just that. If I power smash it... that should do 4, I think. 5! Man, I'm good. Ow! Well, I've dizzied Goombella. So, they're both lighting their fuses. Oh, good. That doesn't leave me a great deal of time to get rid of them. Let's at least take out the one in front. And hope Goombella ain't going to be dizzy and try and take out the entire remaining one with a multi-bonk. I'm not very helpful in this, especially because I suck at the timing on multi-bonk. There we go! Well, if those things ever do explode in battle, I'll show you the explosion, because I think it's an explosion, then you've got to guard for it, and it does 6 damage, I think, to everything on the battlefield. Obviously, we can guard against it to reduce that by a fair amount. But yeah, bulky Bob-Ombs. Anyway, on we go. Oh, there's an ember here. Oh, fuck, I jumped through the door by accident. Try again. And there's a save block here, an odd place for one. But there is a new enemy up here again. There is... come on. Whoop, whoop. Oh, bollocks. This is the Parabuzzy. There's various variants of Buzzies in various colours with and without spikes. It's hard to remember which ones are which. But this is a Parabuzzy. Buzzy Beetle with wings. Max HP is 5, attack is 3, defense is 4. I guess those stats are just like a Buzzy. Fire and explosion seem to have no effect, so don't bother, okay? If you flip it over, its defense goes down to 0. We know how it goes. The easiest way to do this is a jump with Mario. If you do it well, a single jump will both de-wing them and flip them. They'll flip themselves back up on their turn, but the de-winging is permanent, which is nice. Similarly, if I do that on the other one with Goombella, and then with Mario, because its defense is now 0, a single set of jumps should be enough to finish it off. No, that's annoying. Where's Bobbery when you need him? Oh no, ow. And it's going to flip itself back over. I need to switch to Bobbery, because Bobbery is extremely handy. So it said, quite correctly, fire and explosions don't harm them, and they don't, so Bobbery is completely useless here. Might as well use an item. Don't even have any exciting items. Well, fuck it. Bomb! Wonderful. Glad I showed that off. Oh, fog. Goody. I really don't know how I feel about the fog on this. Because it's pretty much helps me and my enemies in equal amounts, so it's kind of just bollocks as everyone, really. Right, let's see if I can do this. If I flip this guy... oh! Now Bobbery's bloody useless again. I should put Bobbery up first. No, because then they're not flip... oh! This is the worst. It's literally German sausage. That was a terrible joke. Hey! That's kind of helpful. Man, everyone's healing everything. It's wonderful. Anyway, kind of standard jump will flip him, and now, obviously he's only got 3 hit points left, but Bobbery's bomb will do 5 now that I've got the power plus P that I put on at the end of last episode, so that's stunningly great. And generally, explosions do pierce defense, but obviously some enemies, like particularly tough ones like Buzzy Beetles and Clefts and that kind of thing, are also explosion proof, so swings and roundabouts in it. Let's finish this guy off. Oh, bollocks! Oh, that was embarrassing. Oh, there's the stylish command on bomb, by the way. You just press A just when he hits the ground, and you're all good to go. Oh, and this guy's healing because he's got a bloody slow stroom. This is a silly battle. Can't I just finish it? There we go. That wasn't so hard. Ooh! Extra gubs. I'll take it. There's a shine sprite over here that we can get using the kind of area of effect of Bobbery's thing. Worth noting with Bobbery, because I've not really talked about it much. If you press X, you'll launch him and he'll walk, and then he'll set himself off after walking for a set time. So it's not how far he walks, it's actually time, because you can hold him by holding X for longer. And, well there I kind of held him way too long. But also if you throw him, you can then press X at any point and he will then detonate again. Quite handy. Anyway, I need to show that off up here, because if we jump... There's going to be a lot of falling in water this episode. A shit ton, actually, if I'm honest. Let's hop over here and we can chuck him up onto that ledge above us. Nice thing about it, the fact you actually chuck him above you. Oh, turn back. Oh, go no further, or you will never leave. Too spooky. Anyway, through here there's another bulky bob-omb, and there's also a panel containing a star piece. This is probably a bad move. Yes, you can absolutely start battles with Bobbery, and if you do, you don't even have to do an action command. He just automatically opens battle and explodes. And I may have done something very bad there. Ow. Okay, it doesn't do anywhere near as much damage as I thought. Ow. But I've set up a bit of a chain reaction. Ow. And I missed the extra command all three of them, but that was perhaps the easiest 9 star points we ever got. We didn't do anything. That was a completely free combat. Very interesting. Anyway, this thing here, pay attention to that. That will become important later on. We've certainly seen a few of them around the entire game already, if you've been paying attention. Ah, and now we get to a bit of a kind of puzzle room. This has a very much Mario Luigi Superstar Saga feeling for me. I think you're supposed to use Bobbery here, but I actually prefer, as in like you position him there, and then you get round onto this lift thing just in time, and you get on it, and it kind of rides up. I prefer using Koops there, if I'm honest. Oh, I wanted to get on that in time. Let's try using Koops again, because Bobbery you still do have the timer, whereas Koops, if you get here, kind of like set Koops are spinning. You've got all the time in the world to get around. Then you kind of hit it. 2 secrets in this room that are quite easy to miss. You need to hop on top of this crate, and then wait. It rhymes, so you know it's true. Bring Bobbery back out. And when you come up here, there is a shine sprite, and a star piece. I didn't really say what I did up there, but I got a storage key over there, which we can use if we go back to the right. And we want to be back down here because this room is technically locked. And after 3 attempts, I managed to actually get onto the damn lock. Now, there's 3 lots of Buzzies in here, which I'm going to take out first. So, with them all taken care of, there is a... Oh, get off it, Bobbery. There's a panel in the middle of the room with a star piece in it. And then we can just proceed. Now we have a rare outing for Koops again here. He's been seeing some use of late. I do like that you occasionally do that, like... Even when, like, cause obviously the theme of this dungeon is Bobbery to a large extent, but they do occasionally throw you stuff that you do need you do need old partners for. And here, as you can see, you do need old paper powers. I believe again this section you can do with Vivian, but you don't have to. And I'd like to draw attention to as well. You can just about see. Oh, you can't hear, but you could see kind of paper waves rolling along. It looks so cool. Here, there's another shine sprite which you can reach by using this little block here. And then an annoying platform section. Holy shit, I just did it all in one. Oh, I jinxed it. Absolutely jinxed it. I did... Oh, I just seem to be not pressing A at that bit there. It's worth noting at this point I should draw attention to, on our left there, kind of like immediately behind us, is a gate. That gate is the winch gate from earlier. If we open it, kind of those 2 link together there, which is worth knowing. Now, with both of those taken care of, there is a obstacle in our way here that we need Bobbery to break through. And we can continue onwards. And here we have another set of bullet bills, which I thought we could get under with the tube mode. Oh, ow, we apparently can't. As you can see, especially when they strike first, battles with bullet bills tend to be very short. Battles with bullet bills. It's got a very Dr. Seuss feel to it, I think. You can dodge underneath them with Vivian, but it's often not worth it. It's best to just get there as soon as possible and take out the blasters, was what I meant to say before I got stopped by an instantaneous bullet bill. Oh, you really have to think about these things, and they're always a slow fight to take them on anyway. But I believe, as I say, I'm going to test it out, but I believe explosions completely pierce their defense. They do. That's nice. Actually, no, they don't. They don't pierce the defense at all. That was a complete lie. Well, then we might as well have, when I get to one, I'll just have Mario take out the bills and Bobbery take out the actual cannon itself. Hey! That's nice. Not that I was particularly dying or anything like that, but always nice to see. And always fills the, wow, filled the crowd by 5, but still, kind of cool. Now, as you can see, there's another... Ooh! Wow, what I was going to say is there's another set of Bill Blasters above us, and I thought I was safe from them here. Apparently not. Let's wait for them to pass overhead and then try and engage them. Yeah, Bill Blasters are annoying. It's pretty much the way they're usually positioned is without doing some fudging it kind of with Vivian. There's basically, oh, let's try this again. Oh no, I didn't set it off in time. Oh my god, there's 4 of them. Holy shit, that's terrifying. Well, I mean, we can do the same tactic of set them all off using Bobbery. Screw it. This'll do me some damage, but it'll take them out nice and quick. I'll try and see if I can get the action command on it. There. Nope, missed all 4 of them. I'm sure there is an action command for it, I'm just crap. But yeah, what I was going to say is you'll always get hit by at least one wave of bills, because they're always positioned such from them that unless you use Vivian, that'll always happen. Anyway, there's a kind of crashed sunken ship here, which looks really cool. It's got a badge in it, a P down, D up, which drops the damage that you deal and receive. I've never really used those badges much, but I guess they could be useful in certain circumstances. And, recognize this, York! Oh, sweet, sweet salvation. I thought no one would ever come, I'd given up. What's that? Spare you the prologue and just curse you already? Now, how did you know I was going to do that? No, seriously, hang on a second. Can't you just listen to my spiel for a little bit? I've been locked in here forever, bored stiff, doing nothing but practice this speech. Huh? I'm already the 4th cursing chest you've met? Are you serious? So you're saying you know exactly how this is all going to go and turn out? Man, talk about a raw deal. You're a twisted little guy, you know that? Okay, fine, fine, fine. I get the picture, okay? Ugh, all I wanted was to see the face of some unlucky soul when I popped out. Is that so much to ask? Anyway, what are you waiting for? Just open it already. You know what the key looks like, Mr. Seen It All already? Some ghost here has it. So just beat him, get it, and we'll get this farce over with. Come on now, I'm waiting. Man, they're not even trying anymore with the where they hide the key, but I do like that they kind of address that. Anyway, let's take on these bubbles off screen. And that, I believe, should be just enough to give us another level up, which is very nice. So I will, of course, go for the old badge points. Man, they're getting ludicrously high now, 39. But so much power to command, to control, etc. And with that, we've got 4 badge points, so we can slap on the Flower Saver, which drops FP used by Mario attacks by 1. Super handy. Because I was thinking of upgrading flower points, but I was like, actually, no, I can just make it so I spend way fewer. And that's the same as leveling up in a lot of ways. Badge pointers, the shit. Anyway, we've got the black key, so let's open the chest. Yeah, whoop-de-doo, you got the key. Party time. Now let me out already. Alright, here we go. Since you're just itching to get this over with. Whee, fools. You dopes fell right into my absolutely brilliant trap, and now you will suffer. Oh yeah, I'm so evil, bathe in the foul, awful... Wait, what was next? Oh yeah, you fools will be cursed forever in your appalling stupidity. You will rue the day you open this chest of doom. Now, you wretched guy. Be cursed. Now you're cursed, but good. Suffer, suffer, suffer. That was creepy. Wait, maybe that's a bit too much. You alright? That didn't really hurt, did it? Good. Squirm and suffer like the socially awkward worms. From now on, in certain places, when you press Y, you'll turn into a paper boat. Isn't that just gruesome? Just try it out so I can see the depth of your humiliation. Feel the terror of your fate. When you stand on one of these boat panels, the panel will feel your curse and glow. Yes, stand here, slime. Feel the pain and press Y. Become a paper boat. Oh yes, such suffering. Do you feel the horror? Now you're a piddly little boat. You float on the water. People will laugh at you. You will be spit upon. But it only works in certain places, so don't worry, it's not too bad. When you want to return to normal, approach the boat panel and press Y. Now, try it, worm. Yes, your pain is like a tasty banquet to me. Now, do you understand your doom? Yes, I get it. It's terrible. Then off with you, you jaded, cursed boat guy. Oh, and hey, listen, thanks for letting me do that nice thing. I feel better. I love that, like, cause, I know... Oh, well, I say, that cursed chap seems rather alright, bit alright, eh? Basically, yeah, I know people get kind of annoyed with... Oh, bollocks, with the kind of the curse thing, that after, when you do get to the fourth one, it's like, really, we're doing this again? And I like their kind of way of dealing with it there. And there is... Basically, there's a lot more explanation than you think behind the kind of curse stuff. I don't want to say much at this point, but I'll go over it in future episodes that there's stuff going on. And the reason the curse things are doing what they're doing is fully explained. Well, mostly explained within game. Anyway, we need to do a bit of backtracking. So, back in this room with this kind of cool waterfall in it, we've got another boat panel, and there's two things we can do with this. One is optional, one is not. So let's do the optional one first. We come along to the right here. There's a little secret for us. Go through the waterfall, and to the right, and we uncover a secret little room which has got a treasure chest in it. Open that bad boy up, and you get a Defend plus P, which boosts our allies' defense by 1. Very handy. If I ever got badge points floating around, or I end up de-equipping something like that, I might use that one, because that's quite handy. And that would bring their defense up to the same level as ours, mostly, which would be handy. Anyway. Now we can drop down the waterfall, and we're back in this room with the winch. So we need to get that sluice gate open. So to do so, we need to come around here, and you can re-navigate a lot of the dungeon we've already done, but in boat format. Because if we come right back to the beginning here, there is another boat panel here by these spikes, which takes us to this thing, the gate handle, and a little one-way thing to make sure we couldn't do that earlier. Anyway, we've now got the gate handle, so let's head back to the winch. I love the effect on the waterfall with like the water splashing up in like paper flaps at the bottom. It looks so cool. But we can... I'm down to like 17 health from just falling in the water repeatedly. Oh my god, I'm so bad at the platforming in this game, I swear. Especially when I can't really see what I'm doing and I'm jumping onto non-flat platforms like bloody barrels. This is ludicrous. Oh my god. There we bloody go. Slap the handle back on the winch. And then we can raise it up. That little blockage will clear, and we need to now sail through it. My childish cheeks, that dreadful voice again. Those ghosts must be near. Indeed. Let's head back up and boat up again. And now we can of course sail through here. I pointed out earlier where this will deliver us to. And we can now head to the right. This has probably been a bit of a longer episode than usual, in the 25 to 30 minute range, but oh well. They're really hard to measure. Like, 'cause I do go through them beforehand, planning everything and practicing out. Oh yeah, so these were the cool paper waves I was talking about. I love the way they kind of roll. But hit one of them and you'll go back to the beginning of this little section, so it's a bit of a bugger. But yeah, so in case anyone was wondering how I sort these out, so I do have like a written plan of what I intend to do in what order anyway. That I kind of developed when I was first researching Let's Playing this game. I then will go through and practice and kind of check that that list actually adds up and make notes about what to do in what order, which I have up then as a text document, which I consult now during the actual recording. But while I'm kind of doing the practicing stuff...
Hey, something's coming! There, floating on the water!
Where am I? What? Let me see. What? Whoa! I can't breathe, guys. Is that a boat?
Hey, over here! Save us, please!
Yeah, and then when I'm practicing, I basically start and stop I have a timer which I'll start and stop when I intend to be on camera or off. And roughly that's then what I use to kind of try and time... What is that? Well, that was pointless. Oh, are you kidding me? It's made of paper! I still can't breathe there. Huge bummer. So we need to save these guys. And there's a bit of platforming to be done. But yeah, So I kind of start and stop the timer, which I then use to kind of once I hit 20 minutes or a suitable plot point, I generally will try and mesh the two where I can. That's when I'll kind of like say I'm going to call the episode, and then I kind of actually make that in the notes as well. But Paper Mario is a particularly annoying one because, of course, it takes, obviously, generally I tend to underestimate them, so what would be 20 minutes on the timer when I'm practicing actually tends to be more like 25, 4-ish, depending on if I talk a lot, generally. And then the other one is any kind of game like this that's text-based. The issue is that when I'm practicing, I just read the text out in my head. I don't actually do it. Well, sometimes I play around with voices a little bit to see what works. But generally, kind of reading it by eye is a lot faster than reading it out kind of manually. Therefore, that's one of the big things that especially like heavily dialogue-based episodes like the last couple have been tend to be a lot longer than I anticipate them being. But while I was talking, we've been doing things. If we hit this, we've now done both of the things. So we've lifted some barrels up, which means these guys can get off their kind of flotsam they're on. And we can work out who they are and why they're here and what they're doing.
Hey, we can cross over now.
Hey, what are we waiting for? Let's go! Recognise them. Anyway, what we can do now, I believe, is we need to now plane up again and sail and fly. God, again, my modes of transport all bollocks, D. We now need to fly over to where the ship is, which is quite difficult to do. Gotta get your angles really spot on, and I'm not gonna bloody make it. Shucks. I'm very good. Anyway.
I don't know how you did it, but you saved us. We came here looking for that pirate treasure, and then, well, our ship got surrounded by ghosts out in the ocean, and we all ended up here.
That sounds awfully familiar, doesn't it?
Hey, aren't you Mario? It's me, Don Pianta's daughter, Francesca. And Frankie's here too. After my dad forgave us, we set out on a trip. The ship we were on got a little too close to this island, and now look at us. Still, I'm amazed the rumours about Cortez were all true, which means he's nearby. Hey, so by the way, why are you here? Don't tell me Daddy had you come and take us back.
Oh no, we're beyond that stage.
What? You're after the pirate's treasure because it might contain a crystal star?
Well, I think the treasure is right there, watched by Cortez's spirit. Yeah, I'm sure you'll... Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure you'll be able to take care of him, though. You look tough. Besides, Cortez is the one that trapped us on that raft, so smack him one for me. Well, let's do just that. This episode, we've come all the way through the Pirate's Grotto. Next episode, we'll be seeing what's nearby. Is it Cortez? Let's find out.